Okay, boys and girls. So today we are going to be reading a story called Stray. It's a short story called Stray, and it's by an author named Cynthia Rylant. So I am going to go through and do a short mini lesson with you about the different parts of the plot. And then you guys are going to do a few things with Stray. And then I also have another video, a little YouTube video that's here. It's only about 1 minute, and it goes through a story, and you're going to fill out some slides that explain the plot, the plot for it's called Fugu or Fugu. I think that's how you say it. So first things first, here is the story. It's called Stray by Cynthia Rylant. So the first thing you need to do is read the story. So when I click on it, it's just going to bring up the story. You're just going to go ahead and read the story like a quick read. Read the story. When you're finished the story, you're going to open up this Google form, which is a quick comprehension quiz. Well, just to see how well you understood the story on the first read. That'll just give me an idea on, who I need to read through it with and make sure that everybody is understanding. We are going to read this story multiple times, just a warning. Please make sure you put your name on this. I had somebody for the vocabulary forget to put their name, and then when it shows up on my spreadsheet, I don't know who completed it, and that's no good. The next thing that you need to do is you're going to watch the video, and then when you're finished the video, you are going to fill out the parts of the plot for the video Fugu. So we're going to be practicing plot with the story Stray. But before I did that, I wanted to go through the different parts and have you try it on your own with a video. So here we go. Here's the different, the story vocabulary. These are words that you hear all the time when you're talking about literature. The plot, the setting, complications or the problem, the protagonist, and the antagonist. So the plot, that's just the chain of events that make up the story. So that's the things that happen in the story. So since this is a short 1 minute video, all you have to say is, what is it about? Okay. What's it about? What happens? It's about, there's a fish in there. What happens to the fish? Just tell, super short. You'll see the next slide is where you're going to fill that out. The box is not that big. You just, a sentence. What is the story about? What happens? Okay. The setting. That's the time and place of the story. So where does it take place? I don't think it tells you the time, meaning like the time of day or the year, but you do know where it takes place. Complications. The complications in the story are the problems that arise as the characters struggle to reach their goals. So that's the problems that the characters run into. So in the story, the fish is going to have a problem. What is his problem? You're going to write it there. The protagonist, that's always the main character of the story, the most important person in the story, the good guy. It's always the good guy, okay? And then the antagonist, aka also known as the bad guy. That is the character or force meaning sometimes the bad guy is actually like a storm, like a tornado or a hurricane. In this case, it's not, but it could be. The character or force in conflict, so fighting the complication with the protagonist or the bad. So the antagonist is also known as the bad guy. Protagonist, good guy. Antagonist, bad guy. So your job after you watch the short story is to fill in the different parts of the story vocabulary for that short story video. So what is the story about? The video. What is the setting of the video? It's a story. What's the problem that the fish has? Who's the protagonist and who is the antagonist? Again, you're just writing a sentence. It's not super long. The protagonist and antagonist actually does not even have to be a sentence. It's just the characters. When you are finished that, so again, and it lists everything you need to do here. So you're reading the story. You're completing the comprehension quiz for Stray. You are watching this video, Fugu, and then you're completing the plot chart for Fugu. So it's all the different parts. So the plot, the setting, the problem/complications, and then the protagonist, the good guy, and the antagonist, the bad guy. Any questions, please make sure you message me. Again, I get back to you as soon as I can. Remember, I have the A people. When you are messaging me, I'm teaching them, so I can only get back to you as soon as I will get back to you as soon as I can. If it takes a little longer and you're waiting, I apologize. You can also save your question for the Zoom meeting at 2:50 with Miss Cicchini's homeroom, and 2:20 with Miss Cicchini's homeroom, and 2:50 with Miss Gaeta's homeroom. All right, guys, have fun.